Qualifying at Imola can be a tricky red flag-strewn affair. Teams need to prioritize getting a banker lap in, rather than risk leaving it too late and having to settle for a subpar time.
Welcome to Imola. Let's go ahead and get this thing underway. So out in Q1, should be a track that suits our car. Hopefully. Should be a pretty easy time here in qualifying. Albon and Ocon, the only drivers left to go here. Can they knock out Zhou Guanyu, who's currently on for a flying lap sim for Valtteri Bottas, so there will be some sort of a response. Ocon, unfortunately, remains in P20. Albon crosses the line, no improvement as well. So Sargent, Albon, Gasly, Magnussen, and Ocon all out in Q1. However, both of the Saubers, for the first time this season, go into Q2. All right, Valtteri. I think a Q3 appearance might be a bit too far-fetched here for the Finn. Remains in P14, kind of unsurprising there. However, now it comes down to Daniel Ricciardo and Lewis Hamilton, the likable Australian versus arguably the GOAT of Formula One. Can he get himself inside the top 10? Not quite going to be good enough. So Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Bottas, and Zhou out in Q2. 31.4. Not quite sure how that stacks up, but I don't think that's particularly great.
The car fails to respond. They were just unable to do much about it.
Big.
And the controls lost. Oh, dearie me, you don't want to be doing that.
Red Bull moment. Please, Lewis, thank goodness. We are on for a potential pole run here. Piastri hopefully should not get impeded as well, but this might be big here for our Lando Norris. Coming to the line now, will it be enough to usurp Max Verstappen? Yes, it will be. Currently on provisional pole position, rather, for Lando Norris. Does Piastri have anything to go to the front row? Only P3, but still very, very solid laps there from our boys. Who is on a lap currently? Leclerc, Alonso, Stroll, and Hamilton, but really only Charles Leclerc, I think, will be a threat for pole position. Please don't ruin it. Please don't ruin it.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? We'll take that. Lando Norris is on pole position. Let's fucking go.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway. You and I won't be the only ones keeping an eye on Oscar Piastri, Karun.
It's a second row start there in P4. The trick will be not to slip backwards because there are plenty looking to capitalize.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. This is it, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Lights out and away we go. Big opportunity here this afternoon. So it looks like most of the people here at the front, actually the majority of the front runners, have all gone mediums with some particularly strange variants at the back. But we have won the race down into turn one, I think. Do not let him take this. No, no, no. Come on, come on, come on, Lando. Come on, Lando. Come on, Lando. Yeah. Well, I mean, still P2 and P4, but we gotta stop the boogeyman. We have to stop the boogeyman.
Sorry about that, guys.
What a move.
The wheels just lock up there. By that point, it was just too late.
I can't have nice things.
Things are okay at this stage. Very heavy on the brakes. What caused that, I wonder?
There's something strange in the main straight. Am I losing speed?
Well, as Charles suffers a bit of a mechanical fault there, it's time to call in Oscar Piastri. So obviously with the lockup and everything else that happened, it's quite a weird situation that we find ourselves in. But either way, onto a set of soft compound rubber. Not the worst pit stop in the world. I'd rather take a slow pit stop than a mistake. So we'll survive with this. Piastri will carry on, and then not too far away from having to decide what we want to do here with Lando Norris. Big moment here in this race. Let's see what our pit crew does. So onto a set of hard compound rubber. Thankfully, no mistakes. 2.4 seconds. I will take that. Thank you, pit crew. You've been you've beaten the washed allegations. So out of the pit lane now, we have come out behind behind Max by quite a little ways. However, we do have some slightly better tires, and I think we've got more to play with. So
let's have
100%
pace. 100% pace.
But we do need to start saving some fuel here.
Yeah, confirm.
Final pit stop underway here for Piastri, and Sergio Perez now joins the club with the mechanical faults. But yeah, it's been a rough race for us thus far. Obviously, I mean, it was going really well, and then just. Yeah, so coming out of the pit lane now, we are going to come out behind a pretty massive train of cars, although I think a lot of them still have at least one more pit stop to go. So Piastri, bombs away.
Car is Russell.
Ooh, really bad exit. Oh, is that oh, it's Tsunoda coming into the pit lane. So that's one spot. Thank you very much. Can we get Russell here rather quickly? He is on high aggression. I wonder if maybe we could pop in somewhere. Come on. Attaboy. Up to P9. Come on, lad. Yeah, Hamilton's not going to fight us too much around the outside of him. Can we get Stroll here pretty quickly as well? Attaboy, as Magnussen's locked up.
And if we watch Magnussen, everything's all right here. And there goes the steering. But that's just the risk you take. The later you leave it.
Do we have DRS? We do.
Let's get back in the rhythm.
Meanwhile, Piastri going up the inside of Fernando Alonso. Will this be the lead going here for Lando Norris? We are close enough. We will have DRS. We've got to run. Come on. Come on. Be aggressive. Go for it. Pussy. Ah! Go! Go! Nah, not close enough. Come on, Lando. Come on, Lando. Attaboy. Get lost.
Head down here.
Woo! Well, Max made us work for it, but I think we're going to come out of here a winner. We will not have any battery coming out of this corner, so a little bit concerned in that regard, but I think today is going to be the day. I think we're going to do it. It's going to be career win number 1. It's going to be win number 1 of this season. Attaboy, Lando. We're going to win no, Max. Yeah, there we go. We're going to win in Monza? Imola. Oh, wait.
You've done it, mate. You've done it.
It's a cool car to drive, thank you.
Attaboy, Lando.
And Lando Norris picks up the win.
I don't think anyone could be disappointed with a race like that. A consummate professional through and through.
Well, we knew coming in here that our car was going to work, and it did to perfection. So Max Verstappen, even though he had a massive lead, ultimately coughs it up at the end. Sergio Perez will come home and make it a Red Bull 2-3. Unfortunately, Ferrari at home, shocker, kind of flopped it, and it will come home in P4 and P5 with 2 major technical faults, although at least for their sake, they were able to make it home in the end. Piastri will come home P6 with the bonus point for the fastest lap. Not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, definitely a bit of a... Yeah, a bit of a head-scratching weekend for him. Alonso will be P7, Hamilton P8, Russell will be P9. Stroll has already finished in P10. We are winners. Let's go.
That's Oscar Piastri after what was a very exciting Grand Prix.
Yeah, and in the end, it was a finish in P6, which will bring in a few points.
Lando Norris certainly loves a podium, heading up there now to celebrate again.
Their first win in Formula 1, and hopefully a bright future lies ahead of them.
Well, Formula 1 certainly feels at home in Italy, and it looks like those 3 feel right at home too. And that's about it for our time here in Imola.
For the next Grand Prix, make sure you join us at the renowned city circuit of Monaco. Prepare yourselves for one of the most legendary rounds of the season.